Hello and welcome back to my summer series. This is episode 6 and I'm making duck and plum tacos. These might sound like a bit of a strange fusion at first. Typically, duck and plum is a combo associated with Asian flavors, not Mexican. But if you forget about those connotations for a second, it actually makes perfect sense. So we can start off this recipe with a massive hack to make duck carnitas. I'm using Confit duck legs, so all the hard work has already been done for me. I'm roasting them in the oven on a tray with something to let the fat seep through. And once they are nicely golden all over, I'm removing the skin. Our meat is pretty much ready to go now, but we're going to put the skin back in the oven to make it crispy all over. Use a couple of forks to gently lift the skin off the meat, place the legs to one side and flatten the skin out on the perforated tray. Make sure not to leave any meat on the skin as this can burn. The skin then goes back into the oven for 10 minutes until it's golden brown all over. Once the skin is out of the oven and it's had time to fully cool down, I can now break it up into smaller pieces to sprinkle on top of my tacos. Oh, hear that beautiful sound? Crispy, tasty heaven. Now for the carnitas. Again, this bit is very simple. I'm just going to start by removing the bones, and since the meat falls straight off them, I just need a fork to do this. Then I can pull my duck meat with 2 forks and it's ready to go. Just look at that succulent goodness. Oh, yum. That's all the meat prep done, so now for how to make the sauce. I start by heating 1 tablespoon of EVOO in a saucepan and sweat off 1 diced onion on medium heat. Then I add 2 crushed garlic cloves, my spices, and 2 teaspoons of chipotle paste, and I cook that off for a minute before adding 2 diced plums. This goes back on a low heat for at least 10 minutes until the plums have softened and I can blend the lot into a smooth sauce. Season with salt and pepper to taste and it's done. And now finally I'm putting together a zesty salsa to freshen the lot. I start by thinly slicing 1 spring onion. My spring onion was more of a summer onion, let's say, so I only put 1/4 of the white in here. Then I also add the green part of the spring onion, thinly sliced, into my bowl. Now for some intense zesting, I'm adding the zest of 2 limes. And then for extra juiciness and acidity, I'm squeezing in the juice of 1.5 of those limes. Once again, using a fork to get the most out of my citrus. And now all that's left is my seasonal star, the humble plum. I'm adding 2 diced plums to my salsa. This will give a lovely texture similar to a tomato salsa with some sweetness and sharp acidity. After a good stir to combine and meld all the flavors together, season with salt to taste and we're good to go. I'm using warmed up corn tortillas as my base, as corn and duck is a trusted winning combo for a reason. Now for the perfect mouthful. A layer of that sweet, smoky and spicy sauce, some succulent, salty duck, a bit of that fresh, tangy salsa, and a sprinkle of that extra crunchy, savory duck skin. It's got the salt, the sweet, the acid, the heat, the fat, and all the textures for a winner. Incredible. Let me know if you try this in the comments and please remember to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.